Hello, this is Munho. Today I'm going to show you my 9-digit button combination here. It's so the combination is 51566. And there we go, we have our note block activate. And we can see it's very small, very compact. The button panel over here is a 4x5 footprint. And this sequential memory cell at the back here is 4x4, and each cell is about 3 blocks in length, so that's tiled next to each other, and you can have it extended infinitely, as many input digits as you want in the combination. So I wanted to make a combination lock where you can push the buttons like extremely fast, just comfortably fast, so you don't have to wait for the buttons to pop out. There we go. So if I just put as many buttons here, we will never get the button. We'll never get the output. So we have to enter it correctly. So I'm going to just reset it, and 51566. There we go. So it's using furnaces. It's basically a signal strength decoder, which is pretty much the small combination lock designs these days. And I want to design my own. So if we check at the back here, we can see there's a signal strength of 5 in there. So that's the first number. And over here is a signal strength of 1, 5, 51566. So basically these are giving the signal strength. So basically it's using hoppers. These are hopper RS no latches. So there's an item in here, and it swaps it over and turns the comparator off, allowing this one to be the next combination. So there's like AND gates here built in. Make sure it's you don't just input the last digit and turn it on. The reason why I'm using hoppers is because they pretty much function as an RS no latch and the T flip-flop at the same time. So if I were to push 5 here, the first digit, we can see the comparator here in the back turn off, which is the first digit. But if I were to push 5 again, it makes sure that it resets. So some combination locks make it that if you're on the correct digit, like let's say let's go to 151. If I were to push 1 again, some designs would just keep the digit, like it'll stay the same, but this makes sure it resets. So that's one thing. The other thing, the reason why this button panel is kind of big is because I wanted to use the dropper hopper monostables to make it so you can actually input it very quickly. This allows it to input it very quickly, so you don't have to wait for the button to pop back out and then allow it to push the next button. And the other thing is I wanted to have like a very nice design at the back, at the front here. And I wanted to have the button panel be extruded out by 1 here. So you have the option to have it flush with the wall, or inset 1, or extrude it out by 1 like here, which is my personal preference. You will have to cover it up because there's droppers at the bottom here, but I just put staircase. I think it looks quite nice. But yeah, I'm just going to input it one more time. There we go. Alright, I'm going to show you how to build it now. Okay, first of all, we're building this in Minecraft 1.18.2. So this is vanilla Minecraft 1.18.2 Java edition. Make sure that's the right edition so you can check it out if it works in that version. It should work. So we're going to do our 3x3 button panel right there. So we can start with the circuitry at the back. We're going to do the bottom 3 droppers. So we're going to start with 3 note blocks at the bottom there. So yeah, that's like that. And we're going to place droppers at the bottom. So this will update it diagonally like that. And hoppers going back into the droppers there. And basically we need to put 1 item inside. I'm just going to put, you can put dirt in here. Just, just 1 simple item. And make sure it's, actually it doesn't matter what item it is, just any item, just one item. So that's the bottom, and we're going to extend this out here. So we're going to build a 3x3 area like that. I'm going to have comparators and then repeaters out there like that. And then we're going to need some redstone dust here. And redstone dust there like that. And these repeaters are going to be on 4 ticks just to keep the timings with all the buttons consistent. And then for the middle, we're going to place a block there, and then 2 upside down half slabs like that. With what the heck? Nope, not like that. Yes, like that. Oh my god. Don't. Yeah. All right. Comparators, no. Yes. What the heck? Holy crap! I gotta restart. Okay, so we gotta place stinking things like that, and then dust there like that. So that shape. So that'll yeah, give a whatever. And then we're gonna place no blocks in front there, and then blocks on top, and then this is gonna be the same as the bottom where it powers it diagonally, updating them, and hoppers going back in. And then we're gonna put 1 item in each of them, like that. And same for this one. And then we're gonna draw a signal from that coming out here like this. So we're gonna build 3 out, 2 out like that, and then comparators and repeaters out there like that. So it's going to be powered, and then at the top here we're going to place the same thing. So hoppers facing in with an item inside, and then we're going to have blocks out there, and then upside down half slabs above these hoppers here, because there's going to be redstone dust. We don't want it to be powered. And then same repeaters and comparators out there, and then these are on 3 ticks. They'll keep the timings right. And then we're going to build the redstone signal line. So we're going to build around like that. And then this is coming out here, the redstone dust wrapping around all the way like that. And then we cut this off. So this will make sure the signal strength is consistent in all the buttons. And we need a target block. We can place our target block right next to this dust right here. So that's going to make it direct the signal into the target block. And then the signal is going to come out here like that. It's going to have a comparator and 2 dusts and another comparator on subtract. And then we're going to build like this. Okay, so right next to this dust, I'm going to place a block there and blocks like that, and then we're going to place one right there. So it kind of this like X shape, and also one down there. There's a comparator there and a comparator going towards the target block with redstone, and make sure that's a dot so it doesn't power the note block next to it. And that should be the button panel done. So if I push 6, it's 12. So if we look, it's 12, 5, 11, 4 is 10, 3 is 9, 8, 7. So you can see it's like it's all in order. The bottom here is powering there, so we have to see. So it's 13, 14, and then 15 here. So there we go. And this is to subtract it by 1. So yeah, that's the button panel circuit done. Alright, so this next part is basically going to be the actual like the first length of the entire combination. So we're going to do a let's do a 5-digit combination just to make it interesting. So what we're going to make is this little circuit here that actually shortens the pulse by 4 ticks to actually 2 ticks. 2 ticks is enough to power the comparators. So like there's a monostable in all of this, but it's actually way too long. A 4-tick pulse is way too long. So we're going to shorten it by 2 ticks using this circuit here. And we do that by placing blocks like that. We actually don't need blocks there. I don't know why I put it there. Place a repeater, block in front of that, and it's going to power this line of redstone dust right here. So that's set up going into this comparator, like that. Then we're going to grab a signal, placing blocks like that, and the comparator there with a, actually we need to place a furnace there and place our repeater back. So we're going to place a furnace there, and this needs to be a signal strength of 6. And so 6 is, so if we look at this graph here, this is my texture pack. It's 1 stack and 5 items out of 64. So we're going to put a shovel in there like that, and then we're going to place just 5 items at the top. I put dirt, just make sure it doesn't cook anything. So yeah, just shovel and 5 there at the top there. And that will give this signal strength, subtracting 5 into this. And if we push like 9 or something, gives a signal strength of 9 if you saw there. So yeah, that makes it the system know that it's actually 9 you're pushing. So that's just to subtract it. And we can see the pulse length is shortened, so it's just like a 2-tick pulse. Like if we didn't have this here, it would be 4 ticks if you notice the difference. So there we go, it lasted a bit longer. So this shortens it, which allows us to input it extremely fast. Okay, so now we're going to do like the actual length of the combination. So we're going to do 5, and we're going to make this shape here. So this is the first digit. This is what the first digit looks like. And we bring that out like this. This is the second digit. So basically we're going to be doing 2 and then these blocks at the top here. So 2 and then these blocks at the top, 2 and then blocks around there like that. That's 3 digits. This is 4 digits. This is 5. So this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we stop there. And then we're going to place comparators at the ends here with redstone, filling in all the gaps. So that's all like that. So that's 5 digits. You can keep adding more. You can have up, infinite as whatever you want. Now if we push 9, we can see the signal strength traveling down 9. It's very hard to see since it's a very short pulse, but that's what it's doing. Alright, now it's time to create the sequential memory cells. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to build the first memory cell first and explain how it works a bit, and then I'm just going to build it out. So the first here, we start at this cross of redstone. I'm just going to build, actually this is the green circuit, build the blocks out like there, and 2 out like that, with a comparator and a redstone, and the comparator right here on subtract, so make sure the red light is on, and the repeater there. So this green circuit is like the first check to like make sure the signal strength is higher than what you set at the furnace, and the red circuit here is to check, make sure it's not any lower. We're going to place blocks like this. So this from this redstone line here, go into a block. It's going to power this comparator that's also on subtract, and the redstone dust on top of this half slab here. Then a torch right there. And now if we place hoppers going back into each other, so they're both looping into each other. So this is our RS latch. You can see if the signal strength is higher, this repeater will turn on, which will keep this locked. And this here, if the signal strength is lower, this torch will stay on, which will also keep it locked. So you have to get the right signal strength for this to be off and this torch to be off at the same time. So the correct answer is both of these need to be off. And basically I'm just going to put one item. I'm just going to put a dirt. Just make sure it's one item. And then we need to add the reset. The reset is just powered by this line all the way across, and it'll always turn this this torch off, which resets this this hopper back, brings the item back into this spot. If the answer was wrong, it will always bring it back. So that's what that is for. And we need to place our furnaces, which I forgot to grab. Just place our furnaces here. So one furnace right there, that's behind that comparator. And we need to place block out here. It's going into that comparator on subtract. And then a furnace in the back here. So that's kind of like sticking out from the 3 wide memory cell, but that's stacked next to each other. So it's like kind of overlapping with the other circuits, but it's not going to cause any issues. Okay, I'll get into setting up the numbers later on, but we're just going to build the rest of the memory cells here. Hey guys, this is me from the future, just popping in to tell you guys, make sure to build all the cells exactly the same as I showed you in the first one. I'm speeding it up, but just don't want to make the video too long. But yeah, if you screw up, then you can always download the world file and check it out yourself. And yeah, hopefully you don't miss anything. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's it. See you guys. Bye bye. Hope it works. Yep. Alright, so we should have that. That's basically all the stuff. We need to add the furnaces now. I'm just going to put the furnaces behind these comparators all the way up across. And then also furnaces right next to these comparators at the back. And then we need to put our items in the back hopper, so the back of the hoppers. One item all the way across. Like that, so that one item in each of them. And then we are going to put our AND gates. So basically, we're going to put comparators on top of the furnaces. So we can see this is powered, and this will be our output. So we put a block and a torch. So this right here is your output. The very last digit is here. So you can hook that up to whatever door or whatever. And we're going to repeat that pattern. So we're going to put a comparator and a block. And these here are our AND gates to make sure this will be locked until the digit before it is correct. So this needs to be turned off before you can do anything here. And we're going to repeat that all the way up to the back. So block, comparator, all the way up to there. So that's the setup we have. And all right, now I'm gonna show you how to put in the different numbers and like how many items you need to put in for the furnace. Okay, so to set up like the different numbers in each of the furnaces and to actually set your combination log to however you want, my combination is going to be 11781. So that's the combination. Basically, the first memory is 1, second is 1, third 7, fourth 8, and the last one here is 1, which will turn on our torch at the end. And so this here is like you have to put in the signal strength of 1. So 1 is just one item. So I'm just going to use a shovel and some dirt. Make sure the furnace doesn't cook anything. So there's a stack of 64 and non-stackable items. Basically put the 64 stacking items at the top. So this is a signal strength of 1. So we just put 1 for that. If you want 2, we need to put in 14. So that's a signal strength of 14. If we look at the redstone, there's a signal strength of 2. And the next one here, so basically look at this chart. If we want a signal strength of 3, we need to put in 28 items. And if we want 4, that's 42. And then 5 is 55. And then right here is when we put the shovel in. So we need a stack at the bottom if we want 6 signal strength. And at least 5 items at the top. So one's non-stackable item and 5 at the top for a signal strength of 6 there. So we can see it's 6. Next is 7, so that's 19 items at the top here. And we can see like that goes all the way to 9. 8 is 32 at the top. So if I just put in 32, you can see it's 8. Here it is, kind of hard to see, but it's 8. And then 46 is the last one, signal strength of 9. There we go. So that's how you set it up, basically. And I just use these items just for safe. But, you know, if you have like a bunch of stuff that doesn't get burnt, then yeah, put that in there. Just make sure it stacks up to 64 so we can understand this chart here. You can take a screenshot of this or something, but yeah, basically furnaces allow 1 to 9 at least. Well, 1 to 10 basically, but yeah, 1 to 9. I use furnaces because it's just kind of cheap. All right, so now we just need to set it up basically. So the first digit is just 1, signal strength of 1. So yep, it's pretty simple. And the second one here is another 1. Just gonna put 1 there. So there it is. And this one is 7. So we need 1 stack, 1 shovel here, and we need at least 19. Oh, well, yeah, 19. It's 7 now, and another 1 here. And the last one is actually, no, this one is 4. So 4, we need 42. So 42 in there is a 4, and then this one is 1. So that's the combination. So we got 11781. Wait a minute. 8. Okay, this one is 8. Oh boy, what is happening? Okay, 8 for this one, because Master Chief 8, number 1 for some reason. Okay, so that's the bottom furnaces. Now the top here is basically we take, so basically this furnace on the right and this furnace on the left, they're together. And what we do is we put in a signal strength that is -1 of the bottom here. So basically, since it's 1, we don't have to put anything in here since we need a signal strength of 0. Same for this one. This is 1. We subtract 1. It's 0. We don't need to put anything. This one is 7. So we need to subtract 1 and make this a signal strength of 6. So we put 6 in here. So that's 1 non-stackable, and then 5 in there for a signal strength of 6. So make sure that's correct. Since this down here is 7, that's 6 up here. And this one is 8, so this one needs to be 7 at the top. So 1 stack, and then put in 19. So that's a signal strength of 7. And this is also 1, so we don't have to put anything in here. But if you had like, you know, different numbers, just make sure this bottom one is the actual number of your code. So if you had like 3, just put 28 items in here. And at the top right furnace of the memory cell, we subtract 1, so 2. So if this was 3, this one would be 2. So that's how you do it. Hopefully it's, you know, not too confusing, but yeah, let's actually, you know, test it now. So 11781. 11781. There we go. A piston activated. And if we hit any number, just reset it. So 1, we can see at the back here, this one's turned off. You know what? I'm going to use lamps to give a good visual representation. So the back there is turned off. Hit 1 again. It moved on to the next one and reset the one before, which allows us to put in the third one. And it moves up. The third one, 8. And then 1. Just like that. And you can see when we hit 1, since that's the first digit, it activated there. So if you have like the digit that's the same number as the last one, you just and then you input it again. So let's say you just came back to your combination lock, like, okay, 11781. You can see it doesn't work because it remembered you inputted last time 1. So when you come back, just make sure to reset by hitting any number that isn't the first one. So they'll reset it completely. So if we now put it in again, there we go. So we got it. And yeah, this is how it works. Okay, so now you can just cover it up however you want. You can do what I mentioned earlier. You can have the button panel extruded out if you think that's kind of fancy looking. It is to me. So we have it like set up like this. I mean, you can have your floor up here if you want, but I like it having up 1, and then I put stairs there, or if you want, and then this is the floor. Or you can, have it flush. It's totally up to you how you want it. So you have that option as well. So basically you can customize the front here as much as you want, since there's tons of space in the button panel circuitry. So yeah, that's that. I guess, yeah, that's it. Hope it works. Make sure to, put in the right amount of items in the furnaces. If we look here, this chart is very helpful for the different signal strength. So yeah, just I like to put shovels in dirt, but you can put anything that doesn't cook the shovel, basically, or whatever, burn the shovel. Trying my best to keep these videos very short and not so lengthy, because basically my videos are like you're watching a movie, unfortunately. So trying to keep it fast. Hopefully this one isn't too long either. Guess I'll have to check back when I'm editing. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Yep. If you like my content, be sure to subscribe. But yeah. Anyways, see you guys. This is Munho. Bye bye. Okay, have fun. Yeah, okay.